Hi, I'm DJ Smith, and I'm here with my co-judge, Josie Padzior, and we're here to announce the results of the annual OHS Trillium competition. Now, there's two honorable mentions and the winner of the George L. Miles Trophy. In this competition, for as long as it's ever worked, there's been a team of two. This year, Josie, and for some years now, Josie and myself. And we view every front garden in a postal code. That is the structure of the Trillium competition. But what we do is we stop at any garden that turns our head as we drive by. We decide, is there enough here to judge? And if there is, then we start assigning points for layout, for plant choices, and for the condition of the plants in the garden. This year, Josie and I did K1M. And this is the year of the garden. So we were really pleased to find three special gardens. And each is special and spectacular in its own way. And Josie will talk to that. Josie?
Yes, the gardens are indeed amazing. And I think it's especially fitting in this year of the garden that the area happens to be, the postal code that we did, happens to be Lindenlea, New Edinburgh, Rockcliffe are included here. And in fact, all of the gardens are very close. In fact, two of them are actually opposite the iron fence that goes around the Governor General's property, our public garden there. So we were also very fortunate that we happened to encounter Laurie Breather-Coulter, who actually works with two of the honorable mention gardens and helps them to create these and to maintain these beautiful gardens. I'll start by describing briefly the winner, and this is the trophy that I will be bringing over shortly to them. These are Chip Hammond and Alain Doom, his partner, who have, in the last 10 years, they've transformed this. It's actually a whole series of gardens in front of an old 3-story brick row called Lansdowne Terrace. Chip started working there in his garden and gradually has sort of moved in to help the neighbors, and they're very happy. And this is also another great thing about this award, is that it really encapsulates one of the goals of this whole exercise, which is to encourage neighbors to get together and enjoy gardens and work together with them to make a beautiful city. And he has certainly done that. He's got all the other neighbors on board, and this whole row, I'm not sure if it's 5 or 6 homes. However, there's a unity because they all have the same sort of scalloped bed pattern and some similar plants, beautiful hydrangeas, but they also have, besides this unified aspect, they also have their own individual plants in there, and so it makes it for a very interesting and absolutely gorgeous view. You can just walk along in front and see what they look like in different seasons. So that's quite an achievement for him to have accomplished this in only about 10 years. An honorable mention one is just a few blocks away, is a corner property of Sarah Richardson, which has some shade, has a number of trees on the corner. And so therefore, there are a lot of beautiful hostas of all different shapes and sizes, and things like snake root and brunnera and other shade-loving plants, ligularia, I see now. And they've also, however, recently been trying to encourage more pollinators to come by by planting in one of the sunny spots, planting more flowers like echinacea and so on to attract pollinators. But we were very impressed with the use of space here and the way that everything just works together to enhance every situation in the garden. And finally, Mary Pratt's garden has been actually a winner before, I think, in another round. She has a very large garden, which is beautifully maintained all season. It has a stone wall in front now, and she keeps making improvements and adding to the wonderful selection of Ito peonies and all kinds of other plants that are in the borders. So that's your gardens, and you will be getting the addresses in the yearbook, so you can drive by and take a look next summer yourself. And over to you again, DJ.
Hey, and we sort of sound like newscasters, don't we now? Anyways, the OHS has been conducting garden competitions off and on since 1901. That's when Lady Minto, she was wife of the Governor General, asked the OHS to run a competition that she would sponsor. Now, the Trillium competition, that's much younger, but it is still 55 years old this year. But as well as it being 55 years of the Trillium competition, unfortunately, the bad, well, not perhaps bad news, because new eyes are always needed, but it is the last year that Josie and I will be judges. So we're putting it out that it is time for new eyes to do the judging, to think about the Trillium and to carry on this long, long tradition the OHS has had of recognizing beautiful gardens and their gardeners. Now, I have to say this is really a worthwhile thing to do because I personally learned so much. With Josie, we looked critically, we discussed, we thought about what is it that's working in this garden, what's missing in that garden that doesn't quite bring it up to the same level. And it really has been a huge learning and worthwhile experience for me. And it's been fun, despite the fact of a few July days when we were driving around in my old car with no air conditioning. Overall, it has been a very good, fun, worthwhile time. And working with Josie has been marvelous. And that's why I'm going to put it to Josie to have the last word.
Okay, well, we hope that a couple of people will step up and take this over, and we'll be very happy to help. In fact, I agree with DJ. It's been a great experience, and I've learned a lot about the city and something of the history because DJ is a historian, and of course made a new friend. So I would encourage you. If you like gardens, here's a chance to go and see a lot of them and look at them in a new way. And we'll be happy to come around even the first year and do on a round or so with you just to get going. So over to the next generation, I hope. Thank you.
I hope so too. And Josie, DJ. Thank you very much. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Jeff Blackader. I'm the president of the Ottawa Horticultural Society, and the Trillium Award, as DJ pointed out, has been a very big part of what the OHS has done since 1967. So, as Josie had said, it would be great if we can have new people to take on this role. And also to recognize the great gardens that are part of the city of Ottawa. So it's I wouldn't have been aware of some of these gardens had it not been for this award. So thank you again to both of you, and I hope that the audience of the video enjoys these images. Bye for now.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, Jeff. Bye.